What's up, people? It's Homie after a long hiatus. I think it's been close to 3 years now. Another hip hop CD collection update. It's kind of funny, actually. I tried to record a video last year, over a year ago, actually. And the audio was all messed up. So it was all these same CDs. I haven't bought anything since then. Spotify has kind of killed my CD collection, to be honest, but I've been thinking about getting back into it, which is why I am re-recording this. But this is going to be the last video on this channel, and then I'm going to actually start a new channel with more hip-hop CD updates and reviews and whatnot. I got a blog too that I started a few months ago that I'll link to it, but that's what that YouTube channel is for. It's for that blog. And so actually I'm gonna record videos for all of these CDs, unboxings. I mean, I know they're all old now, but I figured that would be a good start. So I guess I'll just re-record this whole thing again. This is from, I guess, after March 2016, I think, was the last video that I uploaded. And so, to be honest, I don't really remember the order of all these. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it was my MIDI cable was messed up, because there was a loud buzzing throughout the entire video for the audio, and I got new cables and I haven't had that problem since, so hopefully that fixed it. Alright, I guess I'll just go down the line this way. This might be the order that I got them in, but like I said, I really don't remember anymore. So, first up is Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Sorry, also there's a light right above me. I didn't realize that this video would be so dark. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Bring that up a little bit. Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Let's see if you can get the title in there. Sorry, this is all backwards. Mecca and the Soul Brother. This is the album that has Troy, They Reminisce Over You, which is arguably the best hip-hop song of all time. Yeah, this is kind of tricky to do in reverse with this camera and the lighting, but hopefully you guys can see that track list. This came out in, what year was this? 1992. So this was the year after I was born, actually. Which, I had never even heard that until years and years and years later. Okay, let's see, next up. This is how old these CDs are, because a lot of these rappers have new albums since this. So this is Pound Syndrome by Hopsin, and I know he has what's that new one? No Shame? Is that what it's called? No Shame? I don't know. I didn't like it as much as this one anyways though, so Pound Syndrome. This is the last Funk Volume album. This is before the label broke up and all that shit. So this is let's see, Pound Forever Ill. That's one of my favorite songs. Ramona with Jaron Benton, that was pretty funny. Fort Collins, Busy Right, that's pretty good. That No Word skit, that blew up a lot bigger than I thought it would. That was pretty crazy at the time. That was kind of just like a silly, poking fun at mumble rappers. Another Ill Mind. V Till I Die, that's pretty ironic. Fly, I like that song. Fly. My Love, actually, I mean, usually hip-hop love songs are pretty corny, I think, but I like this one. I used to listen to that a lot at work and just kind of like dance around and be working and whatever. But, oops. Pound Syndrome, Hopsin. Yeah, all of these CDs are still wrapped up too. So I got this at, where's that at? Boo Boo's? Boo Boo Records, San Luis Obispo, California. I got my hot chocolate over here. Sorry if this is loud. All right, next up, J. Cole for Your Eyes Only, another one that has a new album since then with KOD, which still haven't got yet, but I need to get that. This is a gift, that's why the price is ripped off. I haven't heard it yet, or obviously I've heard it yet, I haven't opened it yet. I gotta be honest, this is probably my least favorite J. Cole album. This one's gonna be hard to get. I did, obviously the song For Your Eyes Only, I love that song. If you can get this, For Your Eyes Only. And then, what other songs? Immortal was pretty good. For Whom the Bell Tolls, that was pretty good. Ville Mentality. I didn't like, Neighbors, that was probably my second favorite actually, was Neighbors. I didn't like Folding Clothes, that song irritated me. She's Mine Part 1 and 2, I didn't really care for those. Change, I didn't really like that song too much. Deja Vu, I don't remember Deja Vu. I feel like I didn't like that one too much either though. I mean, I don't know, whatever. That's him being creative, it's his artistry, yada yada, whatever. But probably my least favorite Cole album. Next, Joey Badass, All American Badass. This is just kind of like the cardboard sleeve, this bandana, American flag print. There's an actual CD in here. I'm not sure how well I can get this. There's a normal jewel case in there though. I've seen people do unboxings of this too. Obviously, like I said, these are all old, but yeah, I'll have to dig into that later. I love this album though, man. This album, there's a few albums that all came out around the same time. Like this, Kendrick, Lamar, Wale, Logic. And I actually went on a road trip at that time across the country. And so I had 3 weeks where I was just kind of in the car for, 8 hours a day on average probably. And so I was listening to a lot of music and podcasts and comedy and all that kind of stuff. And this one got a lot of play. I love this album. It sucks that the track list isn't on here though, because obviously, I'm recording this right now and I'm like, I'm kind of drawing a blank on what was on here, but I know like the song with Schoolboy Q, that song was crazy. Temptation, I think that was like the third song, because let's see, Temptation, there was Devastated, that was one of his singles, that one was really good. It was just, man, this was just such a well done album though. And honestly, I don't really care much for like political music that much anymore. Ever since like Immortal Technique, I don't really feel like anyone's done it the same, and so I don't really listen to political rap a whole lot, but this one was actually very well done. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you don't have to agree with everything he's saying, but I understand where he's coming from, and it's just, yeah, the way he did it though, like the emotion behind it and all that. Okay. It's Kendrick Lamar. Damn. Duckworth. Okay, so this was an interesting album. This is gonna be hard to get on here. I heard this album for the first time in the car on that road trip, like I was saying, and to be honest, I didn't like it that much when I first heard it. I don't even know if you can see this. Sorry, the lighting is so messed up. But it sounded too mainstream to me. It didn't sound like the rest of his music. I mean, especially coming off of To Pimp a Butterfly. I know he had that Untitled album in between, but I don't really count that. It just, I don't know. The beats, the repetition, the simplicity of it threw me off at first. And then the more that I listened to it, the more I liked it. And then you start seeing kind of the depths of what he's talking about, and hop on Rap Genius and all that good stuff, and there's a lot more to it than what I had originally thought. I do like how he made the album so it could be played in reverse and kind of be a backward story. He even re-released this album like a collector edition or something like that, I forget what it was called, but with the track list reversed, so from Duckworth to Blood. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think like right now, my favorite song is Love right now. Actually, I wrote about that on the blog too, because I was doing like a top 5 spot, and Kendrick was on there, and so I was talking about Love. That was my favorite song on the album, and then like DNA, Yeah, Element. It had a lot of good songs on it. Even that song with U2, that Triple X song, Duckworth, obviously is a great story. It was interesting too. And my name's Anthony, so it's kind of cool hearing that in there. But yeah, he's one of my favorite rappers ever. So I mean, I love this album. I just didn't think that it was like, it took me a while to get used to it, and even still, I just don't feel like it's quite on the same level as like, Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly. I gotta give Section 80 a few more listens, because a lot of people love that album. I listened to it a couple times, and I don't know, it wasn't really for me when I first heard it. But it's been a couple years probably, because I love the mixtape, Kendrick Lamar EP. I love that mixtape. But then what was that other mixtape called? The fucking Overly Dedicated. That one was just kind of so-so to me. Some of the songs I love, a lot of the songs I just kind of felt like were fillers. So that and Section 80 have always kind of been just in the background for me. Here's another one that was from that road trip. Wale, Shine. Sorry, I forgot what the album was even called. This, again, kind of the same thing with that Kendrick album. This one threw me off at first. It's just very mainstream sounding. A lot of these songs just sound like songs you turn on the radio. There's a song with G-Eazy on here that kind of sounded like a Drake song. Look, he even has his own DNA, but that DNA is for dickin' advice. Good dickin' advice, that's all he'll give you, or something like that. It was okay. I listened to it a lot. This did get a lot of spin. I mean, I played it a lot on that road trip. I don't still play it a lot. I haven't listened to any song on this album in months and months and months. But I used to love Scarface, Rose Gotti. That was probably my favorite song on here. Running Back was pretty good with Lil Wayne. Thank God was okay. Mathematics is pretty good. I mean, it had just like fun music, I guess. This is more, I guess, like club music. But I don't know. I've always felt about Wale, like, I like every other album he comes out with. Like Attention Deficit, I didn't really care too much for. And then Ambition, I loved. And then The Gifted, I didn't really care too much for. And then the album About Nothing, I loved. And then this album was just kind of so-so. So I'm hoping his next one is just dope. I know he came out with that Free Lunch EP, and I listened to that. I like that, so I don't know. Maybe that's a good sign for what he's got coming out. I'm sure he'll probably drop something this year, because he didn't drop a full album in 2018. So actually, none of these dudes did. None of these last ones that I did. Joey, Kendrick, or Wale. Although basically everyone else in the whole industry dropped a freaking album in 2018. It was crazy. Alright, this next one, not new. I was just kind of getting this for the collection. The Roots, Tipping Point. Huge Roots fan. Love the Roots. Black Thought. This is one of the last albums, physical copies of the Roots albums that I don't have. So there's this one. I still have to get Organics. And that might be it at this point, actually. I'll have to go back and double check, see if I'm missing any other albums, but I think I have them all now, besides Organics. Star, Point, actually, it's kind of funny. So that Star, I can't get this. That intro, Star, Pointro, whatever that is. That's where Kendrick Lamar got that, I think it was the intro to Pimp a Butterfly. So on this album it says everybody is a star. On the Kendrick album it says every N-word is a star. But I don't care, I don't say nothing, guns are drawn, stay cool. Yeah, I don't know. This album, it's not one of my favorites. But the Roots don't have any bad albums. So it's just different. Like, me, I love the How I Got Over and Things Fall Apart and Illadelph Half-Life. Like those are the kind of, you know, Rising Down. Those are like my favorites. But this is still like fun music. I don't know. I guess I like the more almost like solemn music. Cause like Phrenology was dope too, but that was like happy. Like that was like upbeat music. And for whatever reason, I just always connect more with the darker music. You know, Rising Down, how just like raw and gritty that sounded. I love that. How I Got Over It. That was probably a little more upbeat maybe. But it's just a different sound though. But this one was still dope. There's a few things about this album though, like I remember listening to this and there were a couple songs that I realized that other rappers had either sampled from or did some sort of, you know, derivative of. But, you know, it's the Roots, baby. It's the legendary Roots crew. Of course, people are going to be stealing the right. Look at that, $10, man. Where'd I even get that from? I don't know where I got that from. $10 for the Roots. I went to Boo Boo's. I went to a couple record stores actually the other day, and they're still trying to sell albums for like $14. It'd be like 8 songs. 14. I'm like, come on, man. That's why these places go out of business. It's like, oh, whatever. I don't know. It just seems a little excessive. It seems kind of expensive, man. That's like, those are prices you paid 10, 15 years ago. It's like you realize that this stuff is so accessible for free, first of all, but then you could buy it, a digital version for like, I mean, if it's only $8, it'd be like what, $10 maybe? I don't know, whatever. I gotta make a profit somehow. Alright. Here's another one. Boss. Too High to Riot. Another one that he's actually had a new album since then. Called Milky Way, that's what it's called. Boss. This was my favorite album though. I like this one better than his new one. And better than his first one. This is his second album, Too High to Riot. This first track, the actual title track, Too High to Riot, that was the same beat that Mick Jenkins used for Comfortable on his mixtape The Waters, which was amazing. So I can't even get this in here without, let's see if I can twist this a little bit. Too High to Riot, Methadone, or Methadone, sorry. Dopamine, Housewives. That's what's crazy. The first 4 songs on this album, all 4 songs, like you don't skip them. Those, they're just fucking crazy. And then the last couple, for me, I like Penthouse and Black Owned Business. That Black Owned Business might actually be my favorite song, and it frustrates me so much that it's so short. I wish that song were longer. Penthouse is just dope. Night Job with J. Cole. I know that's probably the most popular song because it's got J. Cole on it, but I didn't really care for that one too much compared to the rest of the songs on here. And, you know, there's some songs that are just kind of whatever to me. Ricochet, Matches, Clouds Never Get Old, Live For, Miles and Miles. Yeah, I mean, good songs, but kind of like the songs that I only listen to in the context of listening to the whole album. I would never go and listen to those songs individually. But, yeah, Housewives and Too High to Riot, Black Owned Business, Methadone, Dopamine. It's a boss. Fiends. Boss. Okay, last, not least, unless you think it's least, but if you think it's least, then you're probably wrong, because it's Brother Ali. All the beauty in this world. I listened to this not too long ago, but if I'm being honest, I was doing other stuff and I don't really remember like which songs were what, which songs were good, which ones weren't. I mean, it's Brother Ali, so they're probably all good. Let's just be honest. I can't even really read. I don't know if you guys can zoom in on that. That font is kind of funky. Well, I remember listening to this though and just feeling like this was like a happier album than a lot of his other ones. I mean, you know, how many have I heard? I've heard Shadows on the Sun. Was it The Undisputed Truth? Bite Marked Heart. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, Streaming in Color, The Morning in America, I think that's what it's called. And this one to me felt like just the most fun, I guess, out of the bunch. Not quite as serious, not as political, not like depressing. But at the same time, I would say not as memorable, because I listened to this album a couple of times, and to be honest, I couldn't pick any song off of this that I would say was amazing. I just need to listen to it more. I forgot I even had this album actually until I pulled these CDs out to. I was getting ready to set up to record this last week, and I didn't have a working tripod, so I had to stop. But when I pulled out my stack of CDs, I saw this one on there, and that's when I decided to listen to it again. Let's bring that back. So let's see if I can get this all in frame. Probably not. Nope, no way. Yeah, not even close. But anyways, those are the CDs. I mean, it's kind of sad because this is all I've gotten in almost 3 years. Like I said, the last time I recorded one of these was like, or uploaded it anyways, was March 2016. And I tried recording these over a year ago. I think it was probably October, November 2017 that I had issues with the audio, and I didn't upload it, but I didn't get any CDs since then. These are all 2017 or earlier. And I went to a couple record stores, like I said, and I was ready to spend money, man. I was looking for, I had a list of albums in my mind that I was looking for. So I'm looking for Royce da 5'9", The Book of Ryan. I'm looking for either Prime, preferably the first one, honestly, because I did see the second one. I didn't buy it. I wanted to buy them together though, so they only had the second one, so I didn't get it. I'm looking for JID, DiCaprio 2. I didn't see that. I'm looking for Denzel Curry. I didn't see that. I'm looking for. I was looking for Token, Between Somewhere. Didn't see that. Oh, Denzel Curry, Taboo. I realized I didn't say the name. Taboo. There was a couple other ones too that I was looking for. The Black Thought albums. I don't even know if those are physically pressed. Maybe with someone, if you're watching this, maybe you can let me know. The Streams of Thought, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Yeah, I didn't look. And then I'm looking for Apollo Brown and Joel Ortiz with that Mona Lisa. I couldn't find that. Man, they didn't even have the Carter 5. I didn't even see that. So I'm just like, man, there's so many CDs that I want. I'm coming here prepared to spend money, and it's just they didn't have what I was looking for. They had a bunch of, they had other, like, Trippie Redd. They got, like, Post Malone. These are, like, record stores, too. This isn't, like, Best Buy. These are, whatever. It is what it is. Hip-hop is going digital for sure. They still, I want to say hip-hop as a genre was the highest selling digital genre for 2018. Highest record sales, highest streaming numbers, whatever. I'm not sure exactly, but if not number one, then they're definitely up there, which is pretty impressive because physical copy sales are plummeting. It's crazy. A lot of rappers don't even press physical copies anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but it's like, man, I used to collect too, and now I mostly just stream on Spotify, so maybe I'm part of the problem. Anyways, so this was the hip-hop CD collection update 2019. I don't know what the date is today. January 5th probably, something like that. I'm gonna post a link to my new channel. It's called Hip Hop in My Headphones. That's where I'm gonna do unboxings for all of these, and that's where I'm gonna try to start getting back into making the CD collection updates. I'm gonna try to I don't know, man. We'll see how that goes. I get frustrated when, like, I go to stores and I can't find the albums that I'm looking for. And it's like, I don't want to just keep buying the same mainstream stuff. I'm looking for specific ones. I guess I'm going to have to start ordering online. That's always been my thing, is I didn't want to order online, but I might have to. But if I do that, like I said, peep that on the new channel, and check out the blog, and I've been doing more videos too. I don't know. I've been toying around with the idea, if I don't keep going with my CD collection, I've been thinking about maybe giving away some CDs or something, or I might still do that when I buy new albums. Maybe buy 2 copies, buy one for me, and then raffle one off or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, if I'm feeling generous or not. But let me know what you think. Any albums you think I should check out? There are a lot. I mean, fuck. This is not really good representation of what I've been listening to lately at all, because these are all so old. But maybe I'll post like my Spotify account too, and then you guys can like send me music on Spotify. I got a playlist on there. You can check out what I'm actually listening to, and then yeah, the blog. Constantly posting the music and whatnot. So if you're an artist too, you know, hit me up, because I'm always looking for new talent I could post on the blog. Anyways, peace out.